Okay, we're getting ready to install the side cover here. I've got a new gasket for it. You should have a dowel on either end. Actually, we're going to need to take this off first. This is going to have to go into the side cover. Otherwise, I don't think you'll be able to get it on. There we go. It's a new gasket. There's a dowel here, one there. All bikes are different. Some of them have none. Some of them have two. Some of them have three. Just depends. And once we've got that, we're pretty much ready to slide this on. It should go on fairly easy. I mean, you may have a little bit of difficulty. You do have to line up some gears up here, but you don't want to actually force it on. But you may have to finagle it a little bit. That was easy enough. Make sure that's catching. Yeah, we're good there. And then you go ahead and install all your bolts and crank them down. I think this is also either 10 or 7 foot-pounds. I don't remember on this one. I'll have to look that up. Again, all of them are different. And we've got to make sure we've got our screws. And that's it. We'll keep this video going. We'll actually, what I'm doing with these screws, by the way, is if it's I don't remember exactly where every one of them goes. I know by the length that's sticking out. That's kind of what I'm doing there. There we go. We'll go ahead and we'll keep this video rolling. We will install the clutch cover and we'll install the water pump cover and the gaskets that go along with those. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a bit as soon as I get these snug down, and we'll see you. Okay, now we're going to put on the water pump and the water pump gasket. I've just got my bolts here, figuring out which ones were the correct ones. I kind of already knew because I had them in place, but here's the gasket. You've got a little pin here on the water pump, or the cover I should say. Actually, there's supposed to be 2 pins, but the previous owner, well, must have lost one. Surprise, surprise. We should be fine with just 1 pin though. Go ahead and get that in place. There we go. And snug her down, torque it down. Next thing we'll do is the clutch cover, and then we'll be done with this side of the motor for now. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're getting ready to put on the clutch cover, but real quick, before I realized it, there's a little bolt, just like this one right here. See if you can see that right there. That goes right here. That holds the like the little actuator arm for the clutch on. There's also one down here. Well, I didn't notice because the previous owner, or the previous owner before that, had stripped it out and plugged it with a little piece of wood. So, awesome. So what I've done is I've drilled it out, I should say, and tapped it with an 8mm 1.25 pitch. So I drilled it out, and you can see if you can see that, the new threads in there. And that's about as best I can do for it right now, and that's what I'm going to do. And I've got an 8mm bolt, and I actually have a washer for it, a copper washer right here. And I'm going to have to cut this off with the cutoff wheel to about the size of that little one I just showed you, about this length. Whoa. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to cut it off, put it in there. My only other option would be to fill it with some like aluminum filler that either weld it or that stuff you can melt, which I don't really have it and I don't want to do that. Or I could look for another cover, but that's about my only option right now, is to do this. And this is a budget build again, so it's not like the 250F. This one's strictly budget. So I'm going to take care of this, and then we'll go ahead and put that on, so stay tuned. Okay, the last part of this video we're going to be installing the clutch cover. We've got our gasket here. New gasket. You've got pins. Should have 2 of them. I've only got 1. Again, previous owner. I should have probably gotten another one, but we'll be okay without it. Some bikes will have two, some will have none. It just depends. One here on this particular bike. Next thing we're going to do is this push rod for the clutch. If you'll notice on your bike, it depends. 250F wasn't like this. My CR250 wasn't like this. You'll have teeth. These teeth need to be facing towards the rear of the motor. Reason being is those teeth coordinate with this lever, your clutch lever here, or pulls your clutch in, and there's teeth on the inside of that hole. So you need to align this up going in there. Now, on the top of the motor, right here are some alignment marks, these two right here. When the clutch is fully engaged, when you push the rod all the way up, it should fall in between those two marks. So it's kind of tricky. It's not too terribly hard, but it's kind of tricky. You may have to take it off a few times to do it, and we'll see how this works out. Yeah, see, we're too far on that, way too far, and we actually, our spring isn't even on. There we go. Yeah, we're still too far. So we need to back this off a bit. We're kind of stuck on our pin here, so bear with me. Jeez. This bike has really wanted to fight me on certain things. What you get for buying somebody else's junk. Okay. Here we go. And we're still way too far on that one. Uh-oh, I think we may have it now. Our pins. There we go. Right there. Perfect. Again, kind of tricky. Go ahead and install your bolts. On this particular bike, it's 7.2 foot-pounds, which equates to like 90 inch-pounds, 92, or I forget what it is. I think it might be 9 or 87.5. I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. Go ahead and put all those in and tighten them up in a cross pattern, and then you're done. Hopefully that made sense, that little gear. Unfortunately, I can't show you. It'd be nice if I could have a camera inside of the motor and show you as it's being put on. But that'll do it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, post those below. And we'll start on the stator and the flywheel and all that in the next video. So, as always, thanks for watching.